Hey, everyone. Hopefully somebody's here. I'm just going to wait for a few people to come and chat. And then we're going to do these envelopes. Might take a few minutes. And I've already got these gessoed, so I'm ready to go. I'm sure people will shortly come in. Oh, I've got some people here. Hello, everybody. We're doing mixed media envelopes today. Thank you for the thumbs up. Who's here? I've got my envelopes all gessoed, so you don't have to watch me do that, because who wants to watch? Hey, my daughter. There's my girl. Hi, Jordan. How are you? I'm glad you're here, honey. I think Miss Amy Love is supposed to be here. I'm hoping she can get in if her internet's working. There you are. Yay, Amy. Hey, hey, girl. Jordan, I should give you a wrench too. Hi, Donna. Oh, I'm glad you're here. Let me see. Can I give her a wrench from the dashboard here? Add moderator. Boom. If you go out and come back in, Jordan, you'll be a moderator. Hi, Siobhan. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm going to be working on some envelopes. Yay! Jordan has a wrench. Hey, Debbie. It's good to see everybody. Oh, well, I'm glad you popped in anyway, Dawn. I know, that's okay. It's good to see you, though. So I'm going to be working on some envelopes today. Oh, are you? Sean, you're going to be doing them too? That's awesome. Oh, good. Okay. So I've got mine gessoed. You can't hear me? Really? The sound's not too loud? Okay, hang on a second. Oh, it's you? Okay. Can everybody else can hear me? Oh, Jordan, you're painting succulents. Nice. I want to see that when you're done. All right, so I'm going to get started. I've already adjusted my envelopes, as I've said. These are 5x7 envelopes that I got at the dollar store. And that's what I've been working on. And I did show these in my other video, but these are the ones that I did here. And they're covered in napkins and torn paper and stamped and all kinds of goodies. Oh, I'm glad you can hear me. Good. Okay. And then I just added a bit of lace and trim to make them shabby. And then on the back, I've just added a couple of buttons and some seam binding, because when you put goodies in here, it's kind of puffy. Hi, Helen. I'm glad you're here, Helen. So that's where I'm at. I have gessoed two, but we'll see how far we get. So we'll work on one at the moment. And if we have time, I can do a second one. See how fast it goes, but I'm not sure. So I've got lots of napkins here. And I'm kind of partial to this one, I think, because she's beautiful. I love this image of the angel. So I think I might do that. But I've got some other ones here. I've got one with some butterflies and some hearts and a bird and all kinds of things. So I think that's what we're going to do first, is get that ready. And then I've got everything else here that I need. So let me just move these out of the way. So the first thing you want to do is get your napkins ready. And probably you guys all know how to do this, but you do need to peel the layers off the back, the plies off the back, so you're just left with the actual tissue part of the napkin. So I'm just going to get that one ready. So we're going to use the butterflies too, I think. And then this one here, let me just get some scissors. And then I'll just cut this, and then we'll peel it off, and then we can Mod Podge it down. Although I might spray a bit first. We'll see. So that's what we're doing. So what are you guys up to? I know Siobhan's doing envelopes. Yay. Right along with me. I'm excited you're doing that, Siobhan. Anybody else doing anything fun and interesting? And if you have any questions, oh, you've made 3. Oh my gosh, Siobhan, that's great. That is awesome. So I'm using this Mod Podge gloss. I have the sparkle, and I did use the sparkle on the other envelopes, and it did leave a nice sparkle, of course, but I thought for this one I would just do the gloss. See how it works. So I think, maybe we'll test some sprays first. Just put a little bit of spray on here. This one is Bodacious Blush by Lindy's, and it looks a little dark, but we'll see. I just filled it, so. Oh yeah, that's a little dark. That's a little dark. Let's move that around first. I don't want it too dark. Heat gun. Oh, nice, Siobhan. Yes, I have a challenge going on my channel right now. Hope that's not too loud, guys. Actually, that dried pretty light. It was deceiving in the bottle. I actually like that color. It's very deceiving in the bottle. Look at that. It looks darker in the bottle. Way darker. But it's like a dusty rose. I like it. Okay, now we're going to Mod Podge. Oh, are you done? I'm glad you're going to participate. Yay. Yay. Oh, you're welcome. Your work is amazing. It's funny, I was thinking about you this morning too, Donna. I was like, I haven't got any doilies or anything from Donna. I have to go over to her channel soon. So I'm just going to put some Mod Podge down here. And then I'll put my napkin down. And I like to do that first and then kind of build around it, because I don't really want to. Well, I guess I could put some music paper and stuff behind the angel. Let's do that. Let's just change everything that I was thinking. So I'm going to rip some music paper and put that down where I've Mod Podged. And it's just random, really, really random. I love music paper too. So everybody that is new here, Paranoia Princess is my daughter, Jordan. And you all know Miss Amy Love, who's my crafty bestie. Well, just my bestie. And we're hoping Amy has internet when she moves. So please all keep your fingers crossed for that. So I'm going to just put a bit more podge down on top of that to keep them down. And then maybe I'll add a little bit of book paper. I have some very old French book paper that I actually got when I was in Quebec many years ago. And I looked at it and looked at it and went, nah, I can rip that up. So that's what I'm doing. And I love the color of it too. No aging needed with this paper. It came this color. So, and I love that it's in French. So I'm just putting all of these down and just kind of layering. There is no rhyme or reason to this, really. You just kind of go with it. Okay, that's that. And then I'll Mod Podge that. If you guys have any questions, Kim, do you speak French? I speak a little French, but I know somebody who's fluent. I do. And that's my daughter in chat. How long have I been paper crafting? Well, I think since I was old enough to cut, paper. I've always been kind of creative, and I have hopefully passed that on to my kids. They're all very creative, all 4 of my kids. I have musicians in my family. I have my other daughter, Kelly, is very crafty like me. And then Jordan is like the mega sewer and costumer person in the family. But she also does, I'm telling everybody your secrets, Jordan. But she also is an amazing artist in her own right. She writes, and she writes poetry, and she's awesome. I have awesome kids. Your surname is Kelly? That's funny. We have to stop having these coincidences, Siobhan. You have the same birthday as my grandmother. Your surname is Kelly. My grandmother actually gave me my daughter's name, Kelly, because it was one of the common surnames from the part of Ireland she was from. So there you go. Okay, so I've peeled the back off of my napkin, and I'm just going to place that down here. And not super worried that it's a little big. I'll just tear off the ends afterwards. And then we're just going to build upon this. So when I'm podging napkins, and they can rip super, super easy, I tend to move outwards and not in like circles with napkins because they tear so easily. Angie! Hey girl, how are you? I'm glad you're here. Yeah, mine do too, Siobhan. What are you going to do? We can't put them down perfectly. Nothing's perfect. Look, it's already crinkling. So it just makes them look more vintage, right? See, now that's got a little hole in it there already, but what are you going to do? Yes. Give yourself that shout out, my child there. Yes. Jordan has been published. Her books are on Amazon. I'm very proud of her. Okay, so I've got that down. So let's dry that. And I dropped my heat gun on the floor. Probably not good. Come here, heat gun. Make me bend. There we go. All right, heat gun. You guys can see okay? Okay. Now I'm going to add more music paper, more book paper, and just kind of build around the napkin. No, you give a shout out, Jordan. You're very talented. People should read your book. All right, we're just going to put down a bit more music paper, preferably not upside down. That is upside down. Okay, there. And I also want to get up here too. And when this is dry on this side, I've got to do the back as well. So we probably will only have time for one today, but we'll see how it goes. We will see. But you get the idea. We're just ripping and putting stuff down. Jordan, are you going to enter my challenge? No pressure. No pressure. All right, so we're just going to keep ripping. Keep on ripping. This is actually a good way to take out any aggression you have to, ripping stuff up. All right, let's do some more of this book paper now. I do have a channel, Angie, on my channel here. A challenge on my channel here. It is for pockets, either fabric or paper. It's in the video just before this one when it's uploaded. If you look on my channel, you'll see it there, hon. But I can message you later with the details. You have to make 2 pockets, either paper or fabric, and then it's open till the 25th of June, I believe. And then, okay, now I want to add some more napkin, I think. And either paper or fabric, and the biggest they can be is 6.5 because I want to use the pockets like in my books and journals and things. So, and I've already started working on the prize. I'm almost finished with one, and then I'll get started on the other one. And then the prizes are going to be, if you enter, I'm going to have a prize for the paper and a prize for the fabric. But if I don't get a lot of paper, then I'll just draw 2 prizes, depending on what comes in. Yeah. So I hope you'll join in, hon. So yeah, and the prize is going to be a fabric book or a junk journal. So those are the 2 top prizes, and then also I'll be filling a couple of pockets for the winner as well with some goodies. So I hope there'll be good prizes. I hope you guys will all join in. It's kind of a fun challenge, and I tried to think of something that wasn't too heavy to ship and, you know, that was kind of flat enough that, but it's hard. There's so many challenges that go on. You know, you don't want to be like the same as everybody. You want to try and think of something different. But now, is Amy still here? Amy, are you here? Oops. All right, let's put this butterfly here. Okay, you get that coffee, Siobhan. That's important. So basically, all you're doing with this envelope is you're just layering and layering and layering until you're happy and, most of it's filled in, but you don't have to fill it all in. I did on mine, but, I don't know if I will on this one. We'll see. We'll see. And then you just keep putting things down and arranging it how you like it. Now, I heard a rumor that Amy might do a challenge after she moves, but, don't tell her I told you. I guess we've lost Amy. Her internet is so spotty right now. Okay, let's put this other butterfly right here, and then there we go. So you can see that when you put the book paper and music paper down first, then you can see, when you put the napkin on top, you can see all of that coming through once it dries. I don't think I'm going to cover this whole thing. I think I need a little bit of book paper here, like this long piece. And then I think what we'll do is dry it, and then maybe we'll add a bit of sprays and maybe that way. I'm just putting stuff down. And I like the edge here on this napkin. So I think I'm going to put that over here. Along the edge. So there's where I'm at the moment. I know it's still wet and it's hard to see, but you can see there's a lot of layering on there. Hi, Dana. Glad you're here. Oh, you are gonna do a challenge, Donna? That's great. I loved doing yours last Christmas. That was fun. I'm glad you're gonna do that. I'll enter for sure. Okay, so let's dry that. Noise. Actually, you know what? Before I dry too much of that, I'm going to put a little bit of glitter down. You can do that with your Mod Podge. So let me just add a bit more. Look, there's a sequin there. I don't know where that came from. And I'm just going to add a bit of glitter in spots here. I've got some white glitter here. Let's do that. Then we'll dry it. And this will stick to the Mod Podge. And it'll also give it a bit of texture. I didn't do this on my other one, but hey ho. I just thought, if you got glitter, you might as well use it. So let me just push that down. Yeah, that looks pretty. Okay. Keep going again. Hey, Bonnie! Bonnie and Steve's Vintage Gifts and More. And you guys, make sure you're all subscribed to each other, too. I'm sure you all are anyway, but... Bye, Donna. Take care. Hey Connie, how you doing? Yes, they do, Edith. That's right. I've got the Mod Podge Sparkle, and I did use that last time on my envelopes. I haven't got the extreme glitter yet. All right, I'll just do another sec here. Almost dry. Okay. So there's where we're at the moment. Lots of layering going on. You can see the angel in the background, lots of butterflies. Of course, it's not cleaned up or anything yet, but that's where we're at on the front. It's a bit tacky still, but it's getting there. So I'm going to flip it over and work on this side now so we can get both sides done today. So let me just start Mod Podging here. And basically, you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to start laying things down. Let me just move this brush out of the way here because it's getting podge on it. And some music paper. So it's the same principle. You're just ripping and gluing. Oh, I'm glad you're doing better, Connie. So on the back of the envelopes, I didn't put like a whole napkin. I just kind of put parts, but I could put an envelope on the back, a whole one, I guess, when I get some of this down. We could do that. Let me just rip up more of this book page here. I know it's sacrilege ripping up the book, Jordan. So we're just going to keep gluing till we get this all filled in. And then I will put on some napkins. Okay, let's get a music sheet here. I mean, you could Mod Podge just a whole entire sheet on the back here. Get rid of that. And not do the ripped, but I kind of like how it looks with the little pieces. I think it looks really cool. And I think I'm going to take the text off the bottom of this music paper and put that down on the bottom of the envelope here. I kind of think that's cool. Let's put that right here, just for fun. There we go. Anything can be Mod Podged if it's thin enough, I think. If anybody has any questions, just shout them out. I like these envelopes because they seem to hold up well with the Mod Podge. I mean, they do wrinkle a little bit, but they're pretty good, really. Oh my gosh. Oh, the sample books are great, Siobhan. Yeah. Wow. Can you imagine paying that much money for wallpaper? Crazy, right? Yeah, sample books are really cool. I like them too. So let's see. What napkin should we use? Should we use hearts? I don't know. I've got this one already ready to go. Maybe we'll do the birdie. Let's do that. There's a teacup on the back too, which is kind of cool. So let's put that down. We'll put that right there. And then we're going to tear the little birdie. Try not to rip his head off or his wing. Well, we ripped his wing a bit, but that's okay. We'll just podge him here. And then there's some flowers here we can use. Yeah, I can't wait to see the wallpaper. I bet they're beautiful. Yes, I want to go to the thrift store soon, I think. We have a couple here locally that they're okay. They're not great, but I have gotten a few good things from them. Now that winter is finally over and spring is here, hooray! €71 a meter for the fabric. Wow. That's crazy. It would have to have, like, be made with, 14 karat gold thread or something. Yes, that's true, Connie. I agree with you on that. I haven't seen anything Siobhan make that I haven't liked either. She's very talented. So I'm just building and building and building here with the napkins and the music paper and the book paper. It's still wet, but you can see, I think. Hopefully you can see what that is starting to look like there. And then there's the front, which is drying a bit better. And once it's totally dried, it'll look even better. What do we want here? Maybe a bit more paper. So we're just going to keep going for a bit here till we're happy. And I think on the inside of the envelopes, I mean, I could have taken the envelope apart and sewed some paper inside and done all that. And I thought about it yesterday, but I was like, nah, I don't want to do that. But you can do that. You could, even after this is really good and dry, sew around the edges of it on the sewing machine. That would probably be nice. You could definitely do that. Have any other book paper here? Not much. Let's see, what do we have? Oh, here we go. Some book paper. Let's put a piece here. And the more you build, the more things become in the background, underneath, it just builds and builds and builds the layers. It's very cool collaging like this. All right, let me put this down, and then I think I'm going to add a bit of glitter to this, and then we might be close to finishing that, and then maybe we'll add some sprays, and then we got to put the lace on it, and we're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, let's dry this. Yes, I'm glad you're back crafting, Connie. That's good. Oh, yes, absolutely. Christmas and Valentine's, Siobhan, for sure. Oh, I was going to put glitter on that, wasn't I? See? Forgetful. Let me just put a bit more podge on here so it sticks. Let's put some on the birdie's wing. And this glitter is from Doris, and I've had it for, well, 2 years now. And I used it a lot the Christmas before last, and you can see I have not even made a dent in it. When I opened this, it was like overflowing when I got this, and I've barely used any of it. This is like value for money right here, I'm telling you. It's 8 ounces, and this one's called Crystal. I don't even remember what I paid for it, but I don't think it was very much. And I think I got this on Blitsy. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm just going to take my sweater off, guys. It's getting warm in here. All this crafting. It's Doris is the brand, Angie. Doris Glitter. Doris is the company, and they sell everything. They sell like dyes and everything. And the color is Crystal. And I think it's item number 1186-04, and it's 8 ounces of glitter. So yeah, because we all need 8 ounces of glitter in our life. So we'll get this dry, and then I think I'm going to add some sprays on the top of both sides, and then dry that, and then we'll add the lace. Well, glad your mom's doing better, Connie. Okay, so there's where we're at there. Very collage looking. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do now is add some sprays, because I just like to do that. This one is Clam Baked Beige. And what else do I have here? I have this one that's Blazing Sun, which is a gold, which is kind of more of what I want, I think. And I've got these little fireworks ones, which I like these. These are like small shots, but they pack a lot of punch. And the one thing I really like about these is the sprayers never clog. Unlike something else that shall remain nameless. The clogs. So let's give this a try. Hopefully it works. Come on. There we go. So that's some gold. Very subtle though. All right, we'll dry that first, and then I'm just going to put my brush in some water because I think we're done with the podge. So let me close that up. Dry. It's subtle, but it gives it a bit of a gold shimmer, which is nice. Okay, and let's use some of this Bodacious blush again because I really liked that on the front. So let's do that. And if you don't like where it's sprayed, you just get some water, spray it, and you can move it around. And it will drip very nicely. There we go. That's better. So we'll dry that. And I do like to dry in between all the layers. Hey, Yorlis. Glad you could join us. We are making mixed media envelopes. Well, altered envelopes. It's a mixed media. I'm glad you're here, Yorlis. Okay. So there's where we're at. It's got a bit of color. So I'm happy with the back, and I'm just going to do a bit more spraying on the front. I like this color. I don't want it like, might as well get my hands dirty, right? Let's kind of move that around with my fingers. Why not? It's no fun if you don't get your fingers in it. And then we'll do a little bit here. Okay, I like that. I am going to put a bit of gold in the center though. Okay. All right, more drying. Anybody have any questions? I really like that Bodacious blush. It's a nice color. Okay, so I think at the stage for the decorating now. I'm pretty happy with that. I did get a stencil out. In fact, I may do that. I've got this Tim Holtz stencil here, and I've got some embossing paste. So I might do a little bit of that. Should we do that? What do you think? Okay, let's do that. It's really time to clean my palette knife, but this is Wendy Becky embossing paste. I love this stuff. So I'm just going to use like a few little dots, I think, so it doesn't take a long time to dry, but it'll give a bit more texture, and I like that. So there you can see. Yes, load it up, Siobhan says. All right, girl. I like this embossing paste. This one's translucent, so it will dry a lot later. But I have the white, I have the black, I have the silver. I like it because it's like so soft, and it's like icing, except you don't want to taste it. So I really like it, and it doesn't dry up as fast as some other ones that I've had in the past. So, all right, let's dry that now. Put that in the water. Shouldn't take too long to dry that. But you can see it does give some cool texture. Oh, my cat. Sorry about that. There really isn't much difference. I find Yorlis. I've experimented with lots of them. I even got this one out, the Dreamweaver Crackle, and I like this one too. I believe this is a UK make. Oh no, it's made in the USA. What do you know? So is this one. I just prefer it. I think it's what you prefer, you know? I mean, I find embossing paste a little heavier than this. I like it because it dries fast, and I guess, yeah, it's called Embossing Paste by Wendy Becky. And that's what it looks like. And it comes in all different colors. This one's translucent, so it's going to dry a lot lighter. I just got to get it dried enough that I can add my embellishments. It's coming. Another minute. Yeah, I don't know. I've tried all kinds of different embossing paste from different companies, and I just found that I like that one the best. But, you know, everybody's going to be different in what they like. I haven't tried the Finnabar texture paste. I'd like to try it, but I do love her other products, so I think I might get some and try hers and see what that's like. Yeah, that's pretty much dry. Okay. All right. So that's where we're at the moment. And you can see it has dried a bit lighter, and it may still even dry a bit lighter again. So now we're at the stage where I'm going to trim up the edges, get rid of all these rough edges, and then we're going to decorate it, which is always the fun part, right? So let's trim it. And I didn't go too crazy with the trimming on my other ones. I just added a little bit of lace and a couple of buttons and some seam binding. Because I just didn't think it needed it because of all that you have going on if you do the collage. I mean, you can do it a lot differently than I've done it. You can just put, like I said, a whole sheet down and podge it on of music paper or just a napkin or anything. That does not want to cut. There we go. So I'm just trimming that off, trying not to cut the envelope, because yes, I've done that. And there we have it. So there it is. At the moment, still a bit tacky, not quite dry yet. Hey, Sierra. There's the back. So now I'm going to decorate. So let me just move this stuff out of the way here. And now comes the fun part, the lace. And I think I would like to move this mat too, because I don't want to get anything on my mat here, or anything on my lace. So let me just move this mat out of the way as well. And I will wash that later. Look, instant clean desk. Isn't that amazing? Ta-da! So, hey, Jordana, I'm glad you're here. Yay! All my friends are here. Yay! Okay, so I did not plan what I was going to do on here. That's a bit of a problem. Maybe. So we'll see what we've got here. And I'm kind of always going for the vintage, I guess, look, and the creams, which I love this trim. So I think that might be the winner. That looks pretty. And you can see once you start adding your embellishments, it really makes it come to life, like the laces and stuff. Because we all love lace, don't we? Yep, I like that. So we're going to cut that. Let's see, what else do we have? I'm digging in my drawers, guys. Oh, I like those. Those would be good. I like that. I should have probably planned this out better. But of course I didn't. Oh, I like that. All right, let's see what we got here. Yep, like that. Okay, I think we're good. That's the fastest I've made a decision on lace. This trim is from Craft Supplies for You, so we're giving the shout out. And also, just a reminder, Julie asked me to remind you guys that she's got all her flowers on sale for 40% off at the moment in the store. So if you are looking for some paper flowers or fabric flowers or porcelain flowers or anything like that, that is the place to get them. So I think I might want to do maybe this. I think I'll put this one down first. This is just a vintage crocheted lace I had in my stash. Hey, Krista. I am glad you're here. "2:30 a.m. Oh, girl, I would have gone back to bed. Okay, so then I'm going to put this one on, which I believe my lovely friend Olivia sent me. I like that. Now that's got me thinking, I wonder what color lace would be if I sprayed it with this color, because it's like it looks dark, but it's like a plummy, dusty rose color. So I might have to test that on some lace later. I'll let you guys know what it turns out like. Okay, I like that. But I think I want to, what do I want to do? I might add something to that. Let's see. And I tried to keep these fairly flat on the outside. I didn't want anything too bulky. And I've got this trim, and I've got seam binding here. And I also had this ruffle, which I maybe should have used. Oh, that would look cool. Look at that. That would have been nice. Next envelope. Look, Siobhan, it's another ruffle I made. I'm having so much fun with that ruffler. It's so pretty. I think. Oh, I've got these. Yay. So these little flowers are from KS4U as well. And these are the things that are on sale right now. These little ribbon roses. I think they're like 90 cents. Like crazy pricing. They're so pretty though. I love the champagne gold color. So I think I'm going to add those here. Yep, I like that. And then we are going to make a nice puffy bow, because all bows should be puffy, right? Well, let's do this and this maybe. Okay. So I'm just going to make a bow. Maybe I should make two bows. I'll make a small one and a bigger one. How about that? Yes, that would be better. Okay. That one. Oh, do you have the ruffler on your machine too, Sierra? I love doing them. It's amazing. They just go right through, and you have this beautiful ruffle at the end of it. It's amazing. So I've got a couple little bows here, so I'm just going to add that right there on the corner. And then we're going to flip it over and add our buttons. I might put another piece of lace on the back too. So there is that so far. If you want to do dangles, that's fine. It doesn't matter if you want to do them on the pocket, Siobhan. Yeah, you do what you want. The whole idea is you guys to do, you know, what style you like, what you want, you know, your colors, things that you enjoy. Yes, I used to do it ruffled by hand too, but my lovely friend Siobhan hooked me up with the ruffler. Hey, Carla. So that is the front, and now I'm going to add a bit of lace and the buttons to the back. So there's the back. And I'm going to put some paper on the inside so you don't see this part of it. So I will cover that later. So let's see what we've got for buttons. Do that. Get my button tin. This was my grandmother's button tin. And that's what the front looks like. Isn't that beautiful? And it's in this tin. It used to be a fruitcake tin. And my grandma used to have her buttons in it, so I keep mine in it. Wonder fruitcake. There's my buttons. So let's see what we've got here. Actually, I might get a couple of little, I don't know if I have, oh, I do. I do, yay, I have them right here. I don't even have to get up. Hooray, those. All right, let's see what kind of buttons. I kind of like gold for some reason, so maybe we'll do gold. I like that. Me too. I love button tins too, but this one's very special to me because it was my grandma's. So, you know, she's in my craft room with me because my grandmother's the one who taught me to craft, actually. She's the one who got me, you know, doing all things artistic. So, all right. So all I did with these, and if you were going to not decorate the front, well, actually, if you were going to mail it, you wouldn't put buttons on it. So never mind what I was going to say. You could use better glue, like Beacon 3000 or whatever it's called, the Beacon glue, or E6000, that one, to put your buttons down. Or you could even sew them, but for time's sake, I am hot gluing these. But if you want to, you can, you know, use a better glue than I'm going to use. So all I want to do here is glue these little flowers down. Oh, do you have your grandma's apron? How wonderful. You have a button tin the same as me, Jordana? Oh, wow, that's so cool. That's really cool. Yeah, I love the image on that. I think I'd like to scan it. Put it on fabric or something. That would be cool, right? So all I'm doing is adding these little flowers here, and then I'm going to glue my buttons down, but not flat because they've got the shanks on the bottom. I want them to stand up a bit, so I just want them to stand up straight so I can get my seam binding around them. I actually should have put some seam binding under that first one. That was not very smart. Let's pull that up. Put the seam binding down, and then more glue. Okay. And then I'll cut my seam binding here. And then I think I'm going to put another piece of lace across the back here. Where's that lace? Yes, it's on here. So I think I've got just enough left. Yeah. So I'm just going to put this on the back here while those buttons are drying. Yeah, I think it would make awesome paper to scan it and fabric and things. I might do that. It really does, you know. I don't understand how people can give away stuff from their grandmas. I don't get it. I got to tell you guys this story. Oh, does it, Jordana? Your phone has a mind of its own during live chat. I went out years ago with my husband, and we were garage sailing, and we stopped at this one place, and I was immediately drawn, of course, to the linens, as you do. And I went over and I found this beautiful tablecloth. It was all cross-stitched. I still have it. This was like, wow, late 90s, early 2000s, I think. And hey, Jeannie. Oh, Jeannie, you're here. Yay. The life of the party has arrived. Jeannie Dreamer is here. Anyway, so we went to this garage sale, and you came just as I was telling a story, Jeannie. Isn't that funny? Um, so we went to this garage sale, and I went over and I looked at this tablecloth. It was all beautifully cross-stitched, and I picked it up and I was like, "Oh, this is beautiful. I love it." So I put it in my hands, and then I saw these two very, very heavy and old silver candlesticks, which I still have. And I was like, "Okay, that's what I wanted." So I went over to the lady and she said to me, "Oh, I'm so glad you're taking those. My grandmother brought those over from Scotland, so I'm glad they're going to a good home." And I was like, "Why are you getting rid of them if your grandma brought them from Scotland?" But I still have them. So whenever I look at them, I think of that lady's grandma. I don't even know her, but I'm sentimental that way, I guess. Okay, so I'm almost finished here too, unfortunately. I wish I could stay on for longer, but life. So now that I've got the buttons glued down and the seam binding down, all you do to close it is you just wrap your seam binding back and forth around the buttons. And that's it. Then your envelope is closed. And then there you have the back of the envelope. I'll cut the seam binding down a bit. It does not need to be this long. And I will not waste that. I will use that on something. But there it is. There's the back, all my Mod Podge on it, and the buttons and lace. And then the front has some flowers and a beautiful bow, more trims and laces, and the angel, and all our French book paper. And yeah, so that is the mixed media envelope, and I will show you the other ones here that I had out the other day, which are these ones. These are some other ones that I had done, and they're completely dry. Oh, thanks, guys. That one. And of course, I'm partial to this one because it's Paris and rose gold, which I love. There's that one. And there's the back. I didn't do any stamping on this one, I just realized, but you can still do that. This one has a ballerina here with flowers, and I kept this one neutrals. And then there's the back of that one. And then there's today's adventure in crafting. So that is my mixed media altered envelope, and it is ready to send to somebody with some goodies in it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'd like to do more of these types of tutorials live. Oh, thanks, guys. And please don't forget, if you haven't heard already, I'm having a challenge on my channel. It's one video back from this one where it says, "Surprise, I'm live," and giveaway challenge. I hope that everybody will join in. Hey, V. Aw, you just got here too. Yeah, we're just finishing up, Violet. I did this envelope here. But I'm hoping to make this like a regular thing. So is this time good for everybody? Like around, 11:30, 12 o'clock Eastern time? Well, Krista, I had another lady entered from Australia. She mailed hers yesterday, though. She was like on it. She's like, I'm going in and I'm sending it today. So it's open until June 25th. So that's like 6 weeks or 8 weeks. Wow, I can count 8 weeks. So, it should get here. Aw. Well, I'm hoping to make this a regular thing. So then you guys, I'll try and do it maybe once a week. I think that's fairly reasonable. If you guys are all up for that, I think it would be fun. Oh, wow, I just had a bunch of notifications pop up. Okay, cool. All right, so that's a good time for UK people as well. That's what I thought, because I don't want to do it late because it makes it hard for UK people. I know it's hard for Australian people too. It's what's the time difference? I think you're 3 hours behind me, Jordana, in Oregon. You're on Pacific time, right, Jordana? And I'm on Eastern time. I'm just above like Buffalo and Niagara Falls in Canada. Yeah, so 3 hours. Sorry, Krista. I'm just not a night person, you know. This is like my time this during the day here. So, okay. Well, I hope you guys will all check out my challenge, and I really, really thank you so, so much for stopping by today. I'm going to try and do this at least once a week, maybe every Tuesday. I think that might work. So I hope that you will all pop by. But if there's any updates or anything about doing that, then I will certainly do a video on it and let you guys know. It is my jam time, Angie. That's right. This is it. This is all you get. All right, guys. Thank you all for coming. I really, really appreciate it. And I hope you'll give these envelopes a try. They're fun to do. So, and, you know, check out my challenge, guys. I'd love it if you'd all enter. Thanks so much, everybody. Take care. Bye.